I'm Bill Kane, and I won $3 million from the Pennsylvania State Lottery.
3 years ago, Bill Kane and his girlfriend Holly were just starting a family.
What kind of dinosaur is this? It's a T-Rex.
Though struggling to make ends meet, Bill was determined to give his son a better childhood than he had growing up.
Whoa, good shot. I grew up in a trailer park. Didn't really have much given to me throughout my life. My childhood, I didn't have opportunities like he may have. I didn't have the clothes. It's tough in middle school wearing hand-me-downs.
And Bill made things even harder on himself by getting into trouble as a kid.
When I was younger, a couple friends and I stole money from my mother to teach us a lesson. They did press charges against us. We did a little bit of time. At a young age, I was about 13 at that time. Yeah, this is where I grew up, around here, running these streets all hours of the night.
Then Bill got caught up in drugs and spent his teenage years in and out of juvenile facilities. He was facing a 2-year sentence when his grandparents stepped in to help.
My grandparents came to court and spoke to the judge and asked him to release me to them.
And that changed everything.
My grandparents took me in and gave me some discipline. I really listened to them, and then I had the opportunity to go to college, which I did. That was an unbelievable experience. Definitely loved it.
Later, as a 29-year-old father, Bill was committed to providing for his family, even if it meant taking a job in Pittsburgh, some 5 hours away from his hometown.
And thought I was going to have to relocate across the state. I wasn't too thrilled about it, but the money was right.
All three of us took a road trip for Bill to go to his interview in Pittsburgh. He went through the interview, and like 20 minutes later, he actually got a phone call saying that he got the job. And all that like hit home. We'd have to move like 5 hours away from our family for Bill to make more money. So I just felt like it was something we had to do.
On the drive back from Pittsburgh, Bill and Holly got a surprise that would change their lives forever.
Bill's like a scratch-off fanatic fan, always buying lottery tickets.
On the way out to Pittsburgh, I played about $60 worth of scratch-offs and didn't win anything. So on the way home, we stopped at a rest stop.
I'm like, no more scratch-off tickets. Like, that's enough, no more. So he had to fill up the gas, and I took Connor in the bathroom and got coffee.
I was pumping gas and decided, I'm going to buy a scratch-off. It was a $25 scratch-off. You scratch off a play area. If you match a number, you win the prize under that number. Well, it happened to say 3MILL under the number that matched, and I was very happy. And then Holly comes back, and I said, you know how you told me not to buy any more scratch-offs? She's like, yeah. I was like, well, I just won $3 million.
The rules of the scratch-off require Bill to take the payout in annual payments of $120,000 for 25 years.
After taxes, I get $90,000 until I'm about 53 years old.
With that income, Bill didn't have to take the job in Pittsburgh, and the family didn't have to move. Once the shock wore off, Bill quickly began to enjoy his money.
First thing I purchased was my dream car, which is a 2010 Camaro SS. I hit on Thursday, verified the ticket on Friday, bought the car on Saturday. American Muscle, first thing I got.
Then, Bill sold 3 of his annual lottery payments to have enough cash up front to buy a home.
Selling the payments, it was hard to do. I knew I was losing money. I knew it was a bad idea. But I did it anyway because I really wanted to get in the house. My credit wasn't great, so I really needed a lump sum of cash.
With that lump sum, Bill was able to move his family from an 800-square-foot apartment into this modest family home.
This is the first house I've owned. It's really nice. We have a lot of space. We're not used to having a lot of space. This is the best thing I've bought since winning the lottery, even though I do like the Camaro. This is pretty close. But this is the best thing. There's nothing better than your own home. I didn't need that big, extravagant house because, you really don't need something like that. I just need to be comfortable. When you walk in the front door of my house, it's nice. You have to the right is Connor's living room / playroom. He's got a lot of toys. I'm trying not to spoil him too much, but it's really hard.
One of the new toys, four-wheeling fun for both father and son to enjoy.
Hold on.
Hang on, Connor. Don't let go.
The win also allows Connor lots more mom time.
You having fun? Yeah?
Now, with Bill won the lottery, I can actually get stay home and be the stay-at-home mom that I really wanted to do ever since since the baby. So winning that money definitely takes a lot of stress off.
But most importantly, the win meant Bill could give his son the stable childhood he deserves.
The childhood that I'm able to give Connor now after winning the lottery, it's way different than mine. And I'm just grateful for that. It's nice. It's a lot of pressure off my shoulders.
Bill has also been able to help out his own mom.
This is my mom. I grew up here in the trailer park. My mom's still here, unfortunately. We'll get her out sooner or later.
I hope you get me out soon.
Since Bill's win is paid in annual payments, it will be a few years before he can afford to move his mom. But he has bought her a new car, and she's proud of the way he's turned his life around.
He managed to straighten himself up and went to college for 5 years. Got his Bachelor of Science degree. I'm just so proud of you, Bill.
Love you, Mom.
I love you too, Bill.
With Mom taking care